actually a little lost. We still can't figure. Women in Literature, Media, and Journalism Conference. I am Winona, and we are 2 minutes late, just in case you were wondering. And for those who are watching it in pre-record, yes, I did just say we're 2 minutes late. Anyway, this is co-founded with the Anti-Thought Ladies, which is Winona, and Jade is in the back working.
Always.
So, yes. And then, of course, Miss Dr. Ayolanda Argent. I'd love to say that with 2 PhDs.
I think you just want to say Dr. Argent. Like, not Miss Dr.
It's Miss Doctor. She's got 2 PhDs. She's earned it. Really, I should say Miss Doctor. Anyway, Yolanda Argent, add a who to it as well. What we are here today to do is to educate and inspire women to go ahead and put their foot into the pool of literature, media, and journalism. And yes, when I say awards, we actually do have awards to hand out to the people who showed up in person at the conference today. We are in California. Yay! Not sunny. And it's not sunny.
It is
but
sunny.
It is. Okay, Doctor had disagreed. She said
it is sunny.
Oh, is it finally sunny?
Yes.
It's finally sunny. I'm indoors. I can't tell. And I'm going to stop rambling because our first speaker is Ren Bishop, and I'm sure she actually wants to talk. Unlike me, I don't need to do any more of that. So give us a second and we'll pull up Ren Bishop for you guys to hear.
As Winona said, my name is Ren Bishop. I am an 18-year-old nursing student at Anne Arundel Community College in Maryland. And I have the opportunity to be our school's editor-in-chief this year, which is incredible. Ever since middle school, I fell in love with literature in like a creative way that there were no rules, or there are some, but you don't have to follow them all of the time. And so when I got to high school and found out that we had a literary magazine there, I was super excited. I was on staff, and I got to attend a conference in New York City for a weekend, and it was just mind-blowing. People always talk about print media and literature being dead, that electronic stuff is the future of our world in literature, but I disagree. I think there will always be a different charm in print than electronic will ever be able to have. And what I have always loved about writing is that it's for everyone. As soon as you put your words down on a page or out there into the world, it doesn't matter what race you are, what country you're from, what gender you are. No one can discriminate against the words on a page, and I think that's beautiful, that you can touch so many people that you wouldn't be able to normally. I think that is something that will never lose its spark, that it will be important for forever. And I don't write much just creatively other than I am a songwriter. And so I know very personally, and I'm sure other people do too, that creative writing has a way of conveying emotions that just normal words can't. It's very hard for me to just speak, whereas when I put my thoughts down into creative writing, into songwriting, into poems or whatever, it's much easier for me to explain how I feel or what's going on. And I think that's really cool. For me, in high school and now, some of the women that I looked up to so much were just so unapologetic and so unafraid of saying what they meant. My 2 English teachers in high school, they were constantly just saying, like, don't hold back. Like, don't feel like you're writing for an assignment or for your audience or whatnot. It is for you. Your thoughts are your own, your emotions, all that kind of stuff. It's never about the other person. It's about you. And then one of my favorite slam poets, her name is Sabrina Benaim. She speaks blunt and ugly and hard truths about mental illness and about family. And it is so inspiring because life is not always beautiful and struggles are not always easy, obviously. And it just, I wish that more people had that opportunity to sit there and realize that whether you're a medical major or a business major, that creative writing will always be there, and always having an outlet like that is invaluable. So. I was gonna say, I don't know if I have any more time, but
Thank you, Ren. Does anyone have any questions for Ren? Either virtually or here? That's nice. All right, I have a question for Ren.
okay.
Quick question. How on earth does medical match with literature? And then
Good question.
your writing and songs?
Sure. So my interest in the medical field was completely separate. That came about, I want to get into psychiatric nursing, so working with mental patients. Mental illness has always had a special place in my heart, but English has been a passion of mine since, like I said, since like middle school, high school. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the way, like in math and science, there's one right answer or there's a formula to follow. In creative writing, there are pretty easy guidelines, but you can work your way through it. There's no one can sit there and tell you that your writing is wrong. And that has always been beautiful to me. So less of them going together and more of just 2 of my passions.
Anybody else? No? We are good. So thank you so much, Ren, for taking your time out of your day.
Of course.
To us and giving us the perspective of a youthful person and what they see in the future of literature. I should be a little closer so you guys could be watching something other than the screen, but that's okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
This has been a presentation of the Inspirational Women in Literature Conference 2018 presented by the Anti-Thought Ladies.